So one day, Michael Dorn came to work with a raw egg in his hand. And he went up to the back of the horseshoe and he took the egg and he crushed it on Sir Patrick Stewart's head. And the yolk and the albumin dripped down his British visage.
That's incredible.
Fact or fiction?
I really hope that it's fact.
I don't know because I didn't look back there.
What do you enjoy doing more? And I know that this is a hard question. Directing. Okay, there you go. Why is it being behind the camera? What is it about that aspect?
Control! You don't have to learn in lines.
All right, well, that being said, we know that it's been announced that you're doing a live crossover of Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks, but we don't know really anything else about it, and that's blending animation and live action. So can you just, amongst friends here, tell us everything about that?
It features Tony Newsom and Jack Quaid, who co-own Lower Decks, who are both spectacular. They have Lower Decks is right, they're great, and they bring their improv talents onto the bridge with Hanson and Ethan and Rebecca, who are also wonderful comedians. So it's a flat-out comedy, crossover with the animation people come into the live action, and wacky hijinks ensues.
That's wonderful. We can't wait to see it, for sure. Now, Brent, I want to go back. I mentioned that you also have done a fair amount of stage acting as well. Of course, John Adams, 1776. I mean, you Sundays in Park with George. What preference do you have to stage, on film? Do you have a preference? Is it completely different worlds? What is it for you?
I don't really have a preference. It's the same thing. Acting is acting. The only difference is on stage you have to say it louder.
Acting is acting, he said. Acting is
yelling! Acting is yelling! But that's when you're on stage. And on television, acting is you just say it, you just talk. And in features, you just think it. And that's the way you do it.
But there is one big difference. Pardon me, Mr. Spiner, if I could. But the live audience, hello.
Yeah.
You are giving something that when I'm on stage, I definitely feel. And it's a wholly different experience than just doing it for the crew and the camera. And you are in charge from the second you walk on the stage until the curtain comes down. Nobody's editing the performance. It's there. So that's a huge difference.
And also a big difference is that in a feature film, the food is so much better. The craft service is like unbelievable, and on TV it's like nuts and a couple of berries. And that's it. If you're lucky.
Nonprofit theater when you're
It's free. It is free food. Yeah.
Now, Gates, I have to compliment you because I was kind of hanging around your tables last night. Now, I wasn't stalking the three of you, but your interactions with fans, and it's not that the two of you didn't have great interactions with fans, but I was
definitely better.
It's incredible how much it seems like you appreciate those interactions. And now I know there were some interviews that when you first started TNG, fans kind of had to get used to the crew. They had to get used to you sort of taking over from the original series. So I wanted to just ask, how have the fan reactions been over the years for you? And do you have any particular memories you'd like to share?
Settle down. No, I did a whole metamorphosis. I started off not comprehending fandom of Star Trek. And so I thought it was going to be a sort of short job and whatever. But I learned, and also I was really scared. I had been stalked in my life, seriously stalked, and so I was really scared of big groups of people and fans and stuff. But as it turned out, it was fans that brought me back for season 3. A lot of it, I mean, obviously it also was the producers and Patrick, but it was the fans wrote beautiful letters. And now I actually learn a lot about this country when I talk to people. I like to know what people do or what are their interests. It makes this a enjoyable experience. It's not just like, oh yes, hello, thank you, and sign. But I actually do find people fascinating, and it's incredibly cool what everybody does. So I learn about myself by encounters with fans, and they do the same thing. They're amazing with fans, and as you know. But anyway, thank you for asking me the question.
Of course, of course. Thank you for answering. Now I know that we have a lot of fans that are starting to line up, so I want to get to them. But before I do that, I brought a little bit of a game. So this game is called This or That. You get to just decide which one of these two would you choose, this or that. And some
You
of
see
them...
the changing of the guard? I'm always so impressed. Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
Quite wonderful. Thank you.
All right, so all you have to say, now you can, I'm not going to stop you from talking. You can elaborate as much as you want on your decision, but the first one, and we'll go to Brent first, Borg or Q?
You mean for dinner? I didn't know what it was myself. Borg or Q? Borg or Q? Yeah, Borg, of course.
Borg, okay.
There's so much more, approachable.
Jonathan?
Same question.
Borg or Q? Yeah,
Q.
got it. Q. Wow.
You had a thing with the Borg Queen. I saw it. I was there. You had no choice but to say Borg.
You directed it.
I know. I was like I like to watch.
You like being there, like Peter Sellers.
Exactly. And you are this generation's Peter
Well,
Sellers.
thank you. I appreciate that, and completely agree with you.
I think we missed a boat by not having Q as one of our nemesis in the films. I'm a big Q fan,
Yes.
big Delancey fan.
Absolutely.
We worked with him last season in Picard season 2. He made another unfortunate appearance.
Gates, you gotta break the tie.
I have to say, I really love being a retriever. Wasn't I a golden retriever? So I'll take Q because then I can be a dog again. No, I think the character Q is fabulous. I think the scariest enemy is the Borg. So I didn't break the tie.
All right,
Very Switzerland of you.
here's the next one, and we're gonna go to Gates first. Captain Kirk's hair, this is what you would rather have. Captain Kirk's hair or Deanna Troy's hair?
Ooh, is that a loaded question? Oh, man. First of all,
Yeah,
Bill's
that's-
here.
I guess we'll say,
I'm not sure. I think I might.
you go with Beverly Crusher?
I'll take the question for you.
Okay.
Okay. Counselor Troy.
Excellent, excellent. And you, Brent?
Well, Craig, I'd give it, love to have anyone's hair.
You're on fire today. You are on fire.
I get really tired.
It's good. Your timing is good. and This shit is good.
Jonathan, you gotta start us off with this one. Would you rather be tormented by Q for a week or listen to Picard's flute for an hour?
I'm not as big a fan of that flute episode as the rest of the world.
The guy knows one song.
Exactly.
It'd be a long 60 minutes, right?
It was a dull slog through Star Trek.
Q.
Patrick liked it because he liked the girl.
Who was that? That was a wonderful actress.
Jennifer Hendrick.
Oh, was it Jennifer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Enough said.
so Q and Q and Q across the board. What do you like?
You're 3 for 3. Go with Q.
Q.
All right, would you rather be assimilated by the Borg or turned into a
You got
tribble?
a very heavy Borg.
I'm a first contact. I'm a Borg guy.
Resistance is futile.
Thank you. Thank you. This is. Thank you.
A Borg or a Tribble? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, let's go.
Borg.
What is a tribble? Tell me, what is a tribble? That's what I meant.
Oh, so you're looking
They're
at it from a
little
director,
cute,
and you're trying to
they're
figure out who
adorable.
the
It's
triple
silly.
is.
What does the
The
tribble
cat
want?
plays with
Right.
What is
Why?
the
Why a
tribble?
triple? Why a triple, right?
Why a tribble? And why not a board?
Right on board. All right.
Oh.
How about you? Do you have an answer for that one?
You know what, Greg? It's none of your business, really.
And you know what else, Craig? It's not a great question.
It
I'm
really is.
sorry.
Let's be
You're
No
honest.
more
doing
questions,
great.
no more board
You know,
questions.
don't
No
ask
more
Chapman
questions.
that question.
You're
I think
bored.
it's yours.
All right. I've got one more.
Fair enough.
This is it. A little bit controversial here. The audience might come after me for this one.
Good.
This one's easy, I think. Start with Brent. USS Enterprise or Millennium Falcon? Oh, come on!
You know what? I've got a really funny Millennium Falcon story which I cannot tell right now. But one day I will tell. It'll be in my next book, actually.
Okay.
The one following, Fan Fiction by Brent Spiner. I don't know if you've read that.
Or get the audiobook.
Or the audiobook.
We're all on it.
All of my friends are on it. Yeah.
Right.
But, you know, of course. What was the first ship?
Enterprise.
The Enterprise. Of
All
course,
right.
the Enterprise. What are you talking about?
I wanted to make sure that the crowd was with you, Jonathan.
Oh, please, Craig. Which enterprise?
I'm with.
That's a C, D, E, or F question.
I think that we had. There was a fabulous Enterprise D joke. If you haven't seen the first episode, go back and watch the first episode of Picard. I'm a D. TNG is my Trek, so
Fat.
gotta go D.
Nobody wants the fat ones.
Right.
That was great. That's Terry Metalis again.
All the little Easter eggs. You mentioned all the Easter eggs in
he's
season
a
3.
deep diver.
Oh my gosh. It's such great. It's not just.
So
it
wait, do
doesn't-
you care about my opinion?
Yes.
I mean, are we actually going to be sexist about this, or do we care about Dr. Beverly Crusher, aka?
Fair enough. It wasn't a board question.
Oh wait, I think I got the thing right here. Oh, it says Investigate, season 2 is dropping on Tuesday. My podcast, I mean, you know, I just happened to be in my pocket. William Shatner is the first episode. I would say The Enterprise.
Awesome,
Done.
awesome. So now we'll go to the audience, and you've been waiting an awful long